Hello, Dion Johnson here, the Womanologist, and my work is all about helping women in senior leadership to evolve as influential change makers in their organizations, their industries, and their field. So I work with CEOs, directors, heads of departments, strategic leads, particularly in the third sector or in the public sector space. And my work is all about helping you to be more influential in your organization, in your role, without having to sabotage your health or your energy or your enthusiasm or your self-esteem or your ethics. So I'm really glad that you're here watching this video. This video is for you if you are a conscientious senior leader, if you're a woman in senior leadership and you care about the outcomes of your organization, you care about the impact that your organization, your industry is having on the people, your customers and your clients, the people that you serve. My name's Dion Johnson, I'm the Womanologist, and we're just about to head into August, and I have been celebrating all the month of July my 52nd birthday. And you know how it is when you are heading to a milestone. It's a time for reflection. It's a time to take inventory. It's time to review and to reset and to recalibrate and to rethink some stuff, right? Well, this month has been no exception for me. I have been really digging deep, asking myself some challenging questions. And today I want to share with you what I'm really certain of as a result of that inventory, as a result of that inquiry. What I realized that the journey up until this point has helped me to become very certain of. I want to share with you in the hope that it will inspire you to think about where you are, what you are certain of, and especially as we're going into the 8th month of 2018, you know, 8 is the number of new beginnings. And so this, I think, represents, definitely for me, but I'm hoping for you too, that it will represent an opportunity for a new beginning as we cross over into 2018, as we cross over into August of 2018, that it will represent a new beginning for you too. So the questions that I'm asking you as I share what I'm certain of is, what are you certain of? What is it that you know? What is it that you are fully persuaded of, that you're convicted of? Because I think that it's a really good time as we head into the month of new beginnings for you to be really cognizant and mindful of that. So here goes. Here's what I'm certain of. I'm certain that God, yes, God is really interested, really cares about the outcomes of third sector and public sector organizations. You know, we are the people that serve the public. We are the people that run the charities, that help the lost, the broken, the in trouble, the vulnerable, the disenfranchised, the marginalized, the disillusioned, the underdog, the weak, the sick. Right? These are our clients and customers. Their issues are our daily bread. Like, they're the things that we're around dealing with those issues, right? Well, here's the thing that I've become persuaded about. I believe that God really cares about how we serve our customers and clients. I think God really cares about how they're doing and how we're doing in our efforts to serve them. And therefore, I think God cares about us as women in leadership. I think that He cares about what we're going through as we take on these big challenges in our communities, in our region, in our nations, and in the world. He cares about how we're doing as women and as leaders and as change makers. He cares and wants to see a transformation of our results. He wants to see an evolution of our leadership. He wants to see us doing better and better and better in our efforts to serve the people that we are here to serve. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. I don't want to miss anything. So He's calling for a revival. He's calling for a transformation. He's calling for an evolution of our third sector and public sector results and outcomes and outputs. And I really believe that with all of my heart. What do you think about that? Do you believe that too? I know that some people watching this will say, but Dion, I don't believe in God. Well, I don't think you need to. I just think you need to ask yourself, is there room for us to improve our outcomes? Is there room for a transformation in our results and in the way that we're impacting our clients and customers? And my guess is that you cannot deny that the answer is yes. So here's a second thing that I'm really fully persuaded of. I'm really fully persuaded that women are called to shape this shift, to be part of this shift, to respond to the shift that's occurring in the third sector, in the public sector. I believe that there is a whole new dimension of influence waiting for us as women in this space, in the public sector, in the third sector space, that women are being called up higher in the way that we influence our organizations and our industry and our field. You know, I like to say that just because we're in the room now, it's not strange to see women CEOs, women directors, women heads of departments, women strategic leads in organizations. It's not strange to see us here anymore. We have found our way into the room. We are seated at the table, but that doesn't mean that we're influencing it. But I do believe that we are being called at such a time as this, when there's so much room for improvement, for us as women to be pivotal, be pioneering in the way that we lead new kinds of change. I believe that the world needs now more than ever a new breed of influencer, and I believe that that new breed of influencer is us, women, that we'll lead the way. We'll show the world the kind of influence that's needed to make the world a better place, to make our nations better, to make our regions and communities better, to make our organizations better. So I really believe that. I believe that we are being called to not just be leaders, but to be the initiators and the innovators and the influencers of powerful change that really matters to our end users. So I think what we need to do now is to be saying yes to that call, to be waking up to that call and saying yes to that call, and to be refocusing our motives, refocusing our intentions, refocusing our expectations of ourselves and our organizations, so that we are focused on better outcomes. We're focused on increased and transformed results. That's what I really believe, that women are a really powerful potential solution, answer to some of the more difficult things that we, in our traditional ways of doing things, aren't getting to the root of. The third thing that I am really certain of as I turn 52 and look forward to going into this month of new beginnings is that I am born to support the movement of women, the growth of women, the development of women at such a time as this. At such a time as this in the third sector, in the public sector, when we need to improve things. That I believe that women need to arise, and I believe that I was born to support and help women to create that ascension, to be ascended into that new dimension of influence. So I'm three things. I bring three things to the table. One is that I am a womanologist. That some of you will know that I was a midwife for many years. That I have come to be fully persuaded that my place in the world, the thing that I can do best in the world, the thing that I know most about in the world, is the soul of a woman, and what it takes for us as women to evolve. I can feel the pull on us as womanity to evolve to this new dimension, and I believe that I'm suggesting that I understand what it is for a woman to grow. I know how to help women to evolve. I want to be part of the evolution of womanity in the global marketplace. And so that's why I say I'm a womanologist. The second thing that I bring to the table is that I'm a practical theologist. And this is something that I haven't been so open about in my career to this point. I haven't hidden it, but I haven't been so overtly unmasked in this area. But the truth is that I love God. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. God is my CEO. He's the reason I do all that I do. But for as long as I've been walking with him, I kind of started my relationship with God in my mid-30s. I'm 52 now, so you do the math. But in that time, my heart's cry has been heaven on earth, because it's not not God, this sort of far away person that sits in the sky that we aspire to get to when we die. But how do we have God here with us, present with us, involved in our challenges, handling our issues with us, showing us the way in the thing that we're dealing with right here, right now, in the coal face of leadership? Does God even care about my issue with that person, or the issue with that problem? Or I've been really adamant that I'm fully persuaded that God wants to be involved in the affairs of man, that God wants to be down here. And so I feel that my journey so far has prepared me to be a practical theologist, about sharing biblical and divine principles that will help us here on earth to be to access the power, the source of heaven for everyday situations, for real life issues and isms and problems and challenges. So I'm bringing that to the table, that I'm fully persuaded, I'm convinced that that's why I'm here on the planet, to be a womanologist and to be a practical theologist, where we interpret biblical principles for our day-to-day leadership, for our day-to-day issues. Yeah, so I'm really, really passionate about bringing those three into my service of you, into my everything that I do in my professional life, because I believe that's how I can add the most value, is by being all of me in service of your ongoing development. So that's a womanologist and a practical theologist and a strategic ally. So I mentioned earlier on that I was a midwife for many years, that alongside women, close up close and personal, woman to woman, heart to heart, behind the mask, I like to say. This is where I know I belong. This is where I know I was born to be in the world, alongside women who are being processed, being challenged, being stretched, evolving, transforming. This is where I belong. For many years, I was alongside women as they transitioned from pregnancy into motherhood and all that entails. But that's evolved for me, and that I know that being alongside women, developing a close connection, creating safe place alongside women who need time to think, who need time to plan, who need time to hear the truth, hear their truth, reconnect with who they really are, what they really want. Now that's where I come into my own. My gifts come alive as a strategic ally, when I am skillfully alongside women who are asking themselves difficult questions, or going through difficult challenges, or being processed and being stretched and evolving and transforming as a woman and a leader and a change maker. So those are the things that I'm really fully persuaded about. I didn't realize I'm going to be talking for so long on this video, but I really believe that I really want to share this with you, because it's really, in fact, let me go on to the next thing that I'm certain of, and it will make more sense then. The next thing that I'm really certain of is that I don't have time to waste. I don't have any more time to waste. So here's the thing. I wish everybody well, but I'm not called to everybody. So I'm sending out an invitation today, because I know that I am called to support the women who hear the cries of the people that they serve. They want to do more. They're conscientious. They're not resting on their laurels because they're senior leaders. They realize that I still want to grow. I still want to be evolving. I still want to do more. There's still more to do, and that more could happen through my leadership. Women who are not satisfied to be complacent and smug and think and be satisfied with their own accomplishments and achievements, but they're outward looking at the results of their organization. They're outward looking at the results of their industry, and they're saying, no, there's more to be, there's more to do, there's more to say, there's more to create, there's more to express. as a woman in senior leadership, because look at the issues, look at the room for improvement. So my question to you today is it time? Are you ready to evolve as an influential change maker? Because if you are, then I'm here to support you. You'll know it's you because you hear the cries of the people that your organization and your industry serves. You'll know it's you because you'll feel awakening happening on the inside, saying that you're not satisfied. You know that there's more for you to be, more for you to do, more for you to create. You'll know that you have a sense that time is of the essence. You'll know that we go together. If you're ready to go beyond just being inspired, going beyond just thinking of dreaming of what could be, and you're ready to roll up your sleeve and you want to find ways to be that without having to sabotage your health, without having to sacrifice your energy or your enthusiasm or your self-esteem. You'll know that it's you. You'll know that we go together if you're thinking that I want to be more. I want to build a legacy. I want to make more difference, more meaningful difference that serves the people that ultimately we are existing. But ultimately, I'm in this role to serve. So if that's you, if you know that that there's more for you to be, then I'm inviting you to join me as we enter into this month of new beginnings. Make a new decision that it's time for you to be more, that it's time for you to be more influential, but not in a way that's going to drain you and drag you down, but in a way that's going to fill you up and fuel you for this new dimension of influence. I'm starting I'm going to continue with a personal and professional development movement for women who say, you know what, I feel the call to come up higher. And if that's you, then I'm asking you to go ahead and click the link that accompanies this video and join my mailing list. And as we cross over, I'll be in touch. As we cross over into August 2018, I will be in touch with the next step. You know, that as I receive it, I'll share it with you. But I do believe that you'll know if this is for you or not. You'll also know if it's not for you. So if you've been following my work till now and you're thinking to yourself, what the heck has gotten into her, and this is not resonating with you, then you know, I completely honor that. I thank you for our relationship to this point, and I graciously and with love just release you. But I don't believe that I have got any more time to waste trying to be everything to everyone. I really believe that it's time for me to be really clear about being the womanologist, being the practical theologist, being the strategic ally, and just getting really laser focused on being the best of me, those three in one, and bringing those in creative, exciting ways to support your ascension to this whole new dimension of influence that I know that you're ready to go to. I know that you're being called to attain. Okay, I've been talking for long enough. I didn't think I was going to be talking for this long, but I want to encourage you that this is the season for your ascension, and I'm completely committed. I have an intention that I will support you and women like you all around the world. I expect that we will grow powerfully, ascend elegantly and powerfully in ways that fuel us and not drain us. And I'm committed to being that woman who can support you, being that woman who's on that journey herself. And if this sounds good to you, then click the link that accompanies this video, and I'll be in touch in the next few days. Bless you. See you later. I can't wait to hear and know you more and understand what you're doing and how we're going to work together. And I've got so much to share with you, but here's to new beginnings. Here's to new beginnings. See you later. Bye.